Crystal Edge Technology screens. We're doing some new visual effects for the ceiling. Just found this today a few minutes ago. Um, New design for the ceiling. Now, as I always say in my demonstrations, our demonstrations are always unmatched because, like I said, we always do something on a different level. Our screen paints do not have glass ceilings attached to them. We don't have to worry about hitting a certain level and then being done, and that's the end of it. So you'll notice in our demonstrations, as you're searching the internet looking for the best screen paint products, that our demonstrations come up time and time again. Every time we turn around, we talk to a new customer. The first thing they'll say is, hey, I was on YouTube, I was looking for projection screen setups, and I came across yours. And your demonstrations are definitely unmatched. Well, like I said, we're the only ones who do demonstrations on this level. I can come in here. This is a visual effects setup we have set up in this environment right here. We're not using expensive projectors, no calibrating, none of that nonsense at the end of the day. And if I want to, because these screens are ambient light rejection technology, I can turn my lights on and I can use my screens in a fully lit environment without spending a ton of money for overpriced projectors. On the floor, we got the Sony projector here. This projector cost me 300 bucks. That's it. That's displaying on a 148-inch screen. Those of you who've been going out and buying these knockoff projectors because they display those massive, huge screen sizes, well, they really actually can't because of the whole pixel shifting technology in there. Well, this screen is actually displaying on 148 inches. I can turn my camera to the side, like so, and my screen will pick up from corner to corner. Because all our products are tested in something called the max out zone, downstairs below. That's where we have an environment that's so bright that a lux meter cannot pick up down there at all, period. And if this technology can maintain down there, up here, easy cakewalk. So as you can see by, we'll light this up pretty soon. That's the Starlight Lounge we have going on over there. As you can see, our screens pick up, again, fully lit environments with no problems. We can display right off the ceiling without worrying about the screen washing out or fading. And most people are worried about a simple window or a little bit of light in the environment. Our screens display where the lights are right in the center of the screen. The screen comes in at 150 inches, much bigger than this, but we're getting 150 inch. We're using an old BenQ projector that cost me around $139. Every time we have a company that comes in and makes a comment about the ceiling display, the first thing they'll say is, oh, you've got to be using a very expensive projector. We go, nope. That projector on the floor is 720p, cost me 140 bucks. See the shock and awe and all of that? Companies want to save money. It doesn't make a difference how big the corporation is. At the end of the day, they want to save money. They don't want to hear me say, oh, that's a $3,300 projector sitting over there, or that's a $4,000, $5,000. They want to hear something like, wow, that's it? That's how much it's going to cost, how much money we're going to save, how many screens we can put out to our whole entire environment. On top of that, most importantly, on how you paint a screen. If the instructions are freaking insane, people will stay away because, again, too much work. Some people want something that's going to be easy. It's going to be to give off amazing images, and there's going to be hardly ever any other work involved. I love this new visual display for the ceiling. It looks absolutely insane. And mind you, for those of you, this is a technology that was supposed to be reviewed by others that claim to be so dark, but yet we have not received any orders yet. No. We've been requesting, but no orders. All right, over here, this is my office setup. We have the 50 lumen projector, which is actually all powered by my computer. So there's no other cables. That's it. All powered by USB. This is what I picked up. It's a 50 lumen projector, something nice and neat I can have in here. This is my office now down here because this is where I work at, so might as well. I have to go up and down the stairs anymore, so we got that all knocked out of the way. I do love that. Now let's leave out of here. Sony projector over here. I tell you, I got a ton of projectors in my house. I don't pay anything for anything. That projector, my pride and joy. That is a ViewSonic projector, 600 by 800, 720p VGA, the lowest you can get. Now this projector wasn't part of the 1-year swap out, but we had it in here anyway. We figured out, might as well, if we're going to use 720p, they should be able to do it too. But guess what? No one did the demonstration. No one did the challenge for 1 year. No one swapped out their projector because, again, they need the high-end projectors to make the screen look amazing. They have no choice. So if they have to use that projector, so do you. So guess what? Your price tag just jumped. We're changing all this out today, so that's what I mind showing it off, getting rid of all of this, redoing it all over again new. 18 feet back, and I can see the universe. Now, you see the difference of where my screen sits at? My screen sits at in a bay of windows, not tucked away in a little dark corner. It sits literally in a bay of window. See the size of my screen? My screen is approximately 127 inches, 1610. It's a custom built. I designed it for myself. It's completely acoustic. So there's no black curtains. As you can see, my curtains are veneer. So you can see my hand on the other side. This is Taku's favorite part of the lounge. Light travels through. I like my areas nice and bright. And this screen can display with no problem whatsoever. At 18 feet away from the screen, which you should be able to do if the product works correctly. Now, by my customers watching this, not only can they see the screen being used, oh shoot, I gotta go back and turn the lights back on. Kind of hard to say fully lit when you have a dark environment. Fully lit environment with no problem whatsoever. But they can have it sitting in windows and not worry about the screen washing out. And most importantly, they do not have to spend the money for an expensive projector. 720p. That's it. It's up to you. You know, most people feel they have to be squeezed into buying an expensive projector because, you know, they want the image to look good. They don't want it to wash out. They don't want it to fade. They want the contrast to pick up. They want the color to pop. So they go and they spend all this money for a very high-end expensive projector, thinking it's going to make up for what the screen can't do. You're spending more money, pretty much. Usually most people spend more money on the projector than what the screen is actually worth. Too much money. And then some people go out and if they have it, they'll spend $4 to $5 grand for a projection screen. Then I have to spend a couple more $1,000 for the projector, and you're looking at $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, maybe $9,000 in the hole already. And like I said, some of you haven't even had your theater chairs, theater sofa, none of that sound system, not even installed yet. Let's come out of here. And let's go over to, outer space. We're going to places that gray screens cannot go. White screens cannot go here. They do not pick up contrast. The only way you can get, well, I was talking to somebody today. This is a person who understood black technology. They understood it. What people don't understand about black technology is the fact that you think at the end of the day, because you have a gray screen or a white screen, you really believe that you're seeing a contrast level. You're seeing black. You're not seeing black. You're actually seeing shades of dark gray. That's all you're seeing. The only screen that has the ability to pull a 100% contrast level is a black screen. That's like if you have a dark gray Corvette and you have one that's actually a black Corvette, you would know the difference of which one's which. So you're going to go to a car dealership, pay $75,000 for a Corvette, and you can't tell the difference between black and gray on your vehicle that you just purchased? Especially if you paid for the powder coat paint job, that'll probably cost you in the range of probably $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 to have someone put that on it. That candy coat powder job, yeah, they're very expensive. So you can spend that kind of money to have this on your car, and you can't tell the difference between black and gray? That's not good. To have somebody walk up to you and go, you made a mistake. Your car's gray. It's not black. So when people sit there and say, oh no, my screen's putting, my certified companies have a habit of doing this too. 100%, we're pulling a black level. No, you're not pulling a black level. You're pulling a dark shade of gray. Even with the gunmetal LT, even with the dark gunmetals, they do not pull as dark as those screens pull up. Mind, they can take out certified screens without a problem. But as dark as these screens pull up, we will never ever give them the credibility of saying that screen pulls a 100% black level, because it doesn't. Only a black screen has that ability. Okay, we got that cleared up. Some people just can't seem to get around that one. They just really can't get around it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. 4K Snow Screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
And this is not even the new coating yet. I haven't had time to put the new coating on my screen because I've been busy processing orders, and I have to do several demonstrations for several companies, or just really haven't had the time to do my own screens. But I'll get a chance to do them soon enough. Just been a little busy. Now, one of the most important things when it comes to black technology, and a lot of people don't realize, is white light. It's the most important thing because without that white light being embedded into the screen's going to have a very hard time trying to pick up those white levels, beautiful colors, and skin tones, and all the other good stuff you want to see at the end of the day. As we tested and showed you downstairs on the max out zone of the 38 Black Widow and the Titan technology against, what was it? What was that paint again? Network Gray 773 and black paint, which we call Black Magic. Hate to say that word, but that's the color of the paint. It's a very dark paint. Now, as you saw in that demonstration, I'll post it below if you're curious to see if you haven't saw it. Doing just the basic color red, one pulls up too high of a black level, the other one pulls up too high of a white level. One fades out and washes out, the other one pulls up a dirty color. You have to have a perfect balance in between to do both. Isn't that beautiful? I think some people found it interesting when we were in that room. We had it. We did the stars. We did a thunder. We did a thunderstorm in one section, and then boom, turned into an all-white meadow with blue skies. It's beautiful, isn't it? Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
No, I do my research. I go search around the internet. I'm always comparing my stuff to everybody else's, and yet I don't see anybody doing any demonstrations on our level. I have yet to see a black 250-inch screen displayed in the backyard, 180-inch dual 250s. We don't see any of that at all, period. Let's come over here. Now, mind, this is a 720p projector we're using in this demonstration. 720p projector, 600 by 800 res. That's it. Which shows our customers that projector behind me, $150. That's what it cost me, $150. Now, if you got it on Amazon, you're talking about $300 brand new. eBay, $150. I wouldn't pay any more than under $300 for it. Every once in a while, I like to come in here, show off the screen, flex it a little bit. Oh, shoot, I forgot. I got to order my lights for this section. Been kind of busy. I forgot this stuff now. So we're putting in lights now. Lights for the gaming room are coming in today. The chasers are going to be here for that setup. We got lights to put outside on the big 250. And then we got lights to put in here because we want to lighten this area up a little bit brighter. Going to put those same hotel lights I got up in the hallway. Now, as I said before, we don't mind people reviewing our products. We don't have that problem at all. But we do mind people doing fake demonstrations. If you want to purchase a product for review, keep in mind we appreciate if you order directly through us. We don't want to hear the nonsense of people saying, oh, I had to get it from somebody else. Or I had to get it from there. So this is virtually impossible to order from these guys. They wouldn't ship it to us. They canceled our orders. Don't play those games with us today. We don't have time for it. You order directly through us. You have my 100% guarantee that product will land on your front door because we want it to. We want to show you exactly what it would do at the end of the day. So we're still waiting. Still haven't seen any orders yet. There's another person we just added into the group. I think a guy by the name of Walker, whatever his name is. We're just going to call him Walker Talker. That's the nickname we gave him. So Walker Talker has been doing reviews against our products, and we have been watching you just to let you know. I left a message on your one of your videos letting you know that we have been observing your demonstrations and that we will be taking this into other matters very, 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 very soon. Just to let you know. Just want to put that out there. So if you decide that you want to do an honest review, you buy our products directly. If not, and you continue doing what you're doing, my friend, well, we're going to be in contact anyway, so we'll be seeing each other shortly. Just want to put that out there real quick. Yeah, we're rounding them up. It's about time. I got other business things. I told you I got other adventures, other business things I'm working on, and we have to get these loose ends tied up before we can move to the next stage. Isn't that beautiful? So again, instead of tainting our videos with saying these particular names that cannot back up their products in any way whatsoever, we just decided to give them little nicknames. We got the philosopher. We all know he is. Question mark. We know who that one is. Pretty much everything I've seen so far has been a question mark. And the other one we call him Walker Talker. So that's what we address them as. Those are their nicknames. We just don't want to taint our videos with their products that technically don't work. Now, as I said before, I can do any demonstration right now, asking them to match, but no one's going to do that. No one matches our demonstrations. We still have demonstrations sitting out there since 2019. The 1100 lumen challenge has never ever been matched by anyone, not even certified. Now, as I showed you, when you do a demonstration, you want to make sure you're sitting far back from the screen. You do not want to be sitting right on top of it. When you watch demonstrations where the camera zooms so far from the screen that you can't see the surrounding area, this is a complete fail. This is something you do not want to see in a demonstration. Again, 18 feet back from the screen. Let's go over to, where do I want to go? 8K, Nature Desire.
Getting that from YouTube.
The most dangerous screen, as I explained to you, is a black screen that can read white light. It already can maintain its contrast levels on a level that no screen can even touch. Not even gunmetal can touch a jet black screen. But the fact that if a screen that dark can pull a contrast level, white level that high, especially in a fully lit environment, then guess what? Everything else is pretty much a cakewalk. And this technology can do it at 250 inches outside without a blink of an eye, with no problem. Which yet we haven't seen anybody. I haven't seen too many outdoor demonstrations on screen paints. Not a lot of them. But there's a screen displaying its 100% contrast level. I have balanced this demonstration just about off everything. We did this on a 250-inch screen outside too also. Ooh, I hope we get some good weather today. I want to be outside today. Last couple of days has been really rainy and extremely windy. So, good thing we put that new spike system in. Let's see. I'm going to go back to my Outer Space 4K screensaver. Outer Space 4K screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Kind of relax the room. Let's see where we want to go. I'm going here because I was here last time. We don't have to worry about any commercials with this one. This is what I like about this. I got to get that commercial free. A friend of mine said she has that commercial free. No freaking commercials. We need one for the ceiling, especially we need one for this one. This is the visual room. We don't watch any movies in here. There's no movies going on in here. Nothing. Only thing we do is watch displays. That's all this room is designed for. That's why we're taking a popcorn machine and taking that upstairs, and we're putting that one into the dedicated theater room we're designing upstairs. Oh, I can't tell you how much I love this setup. I love this setup so much. I should have did this a long time ago. Bought the office downstairs, read the entire thing off Wi-Fi. Got a booster in the next room, little tiny projector, and that's it. I'm gonna make a better stand than this. This is just for the time being, but we're gonna design a better stand than this. But man, I freaking love it. And can I work off of this? Oh, of course, yeah. My mouse, I need a battery for my mouse. This thing keeps dying on me for some reason. It keeps dying. There we go. You know, see? This is 38 Black Widow also. Yep, this was coated over. I don't do every paint on in demonstration on YouTube. Sometimes I got some things to do. But this is actually 38 Black Widow technology. Here we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, see, I got so much stuff to do. I forget stuff. I got to order the neon lights for that section, which I literally forgot to do. I think I got the entire kitchen. These have to be redone because these trigger off some reason why on the remote control. None of these trigger off on the remote control except for this one and the other ones. They got to be changed out. Ooh, someone's taking care of business, and we got to put neon lights on the weatherproof lights out there. So yeah, when I walk through here, I mean, usually, like I said, some people think because we do these demonstrations with all the neon lights, so we have to be in the dark. Oh, heck no, we have to be in the dark. We got lights on. 12 o'clock, we're watching TV. They got full tape on me? Yes, I do. We got Stan the Man. Where is Stan at, by any chance? And why is this projector not on? We're missing a star here. There we go. That's perfect. Where is Stan the Man? I bet you $100 it's upstairs. It's upstairs. Okay. I gotta put my 3D mapping in. So today we're gonna do the ultra short throw demonstration, final demonstration for the Titan. So last one we're missing. Reason why we just been putting that on hold because this right here, which one is it? We got another one going up to another beta tester. I think this is a beta tester right there going out. Remember when I was telling you about people I was talking to, y'all got to keep up to date when it comes to some technology. Someone like, they don't make a ground subwoofer for underground. Yes, they do. They make it, it's called a ground subwoofer. Here you go. This is a cheaper one. That's a ground subwoofer. That's what they look like. You vary that whole entire thing underground, speaker right there. It's all weatherproof, and the sound comes through here. That's what they're called. Underground subwoofers. I had a few people tell me out there, that doesn't exist. It does exist. It's called underground subwoofer. They use them for these big old bulky speakers staring you in the face. Talk, that's like a third time I tripped over your toy in the middle. I gotta redo the bathroom too. Definitely gotta redo the bathroom today. My favorite room right here. Next time, when we get done in there, I can't wait. That's gonna be the theater room hooking up in here. But right now, this is where we're at. This is an entire room coated with the Onyx Titan technology. Well, we still got the closet to do, so we'll be doing that today. I'll be doing that today. I got to move all my toys out of there, put them over here, and paint the closet out. So that's the next thing we have to do. Let me see. We got over here in our command center right here with all our toys. There we go. There you are. And there is my projection mapping equipment, which I'm going to set up right now because I have demonstrations to do for that for a company. This is the only one of its kind so far I've seen. I looked around. Before I make these statements, I do my research. There is no one with an all-black room using black technology. And this has sparked the interest for a lot of people that are in the art community. And people want to use this for all forms of visual effects. This is why we brought up the projector here for it. So this is what we're setting up now. I have to do a few demonstrations for a couple of companies. What's this right here? That's the tower put on it. Because I told you that I like doing the projection screens, but I want to do something else outside the box. This room is definitely outside the box, but still, I want to do something a little bit more crazy. I want to design different forms of screens. All right. Plug in our 3D Max equipment. I love this unit so much. So it allows me to be able to do a lot of cool stuff. The basement, this thing had to come out of the basement. The basement literally has, mind you, I don't even spray in my basement. Still, you get residue in there that pops up from time to time. So I'm constantly cleaning my basement out like that. Guys, I have to make sure we don't have any issues. All right, where's my tape at? Now, keep in mind, as I said before, I've got other ventures I'm working on right now, so I'm not going to be going back and forth with the whole tit for tat nonsense. Simple and plain, very easy. You order directly to me, and you do your review from there. If you make any claims that you have to go to any place else and get it, we all know it's a complete lie. And people already know from the door, people have been contacting me and calling me, already know that I've called you out over 60 times. Even with the recordings, even with the backyard walk around, that you guys are truly afraid to buy the product. And they do recognize that your demonstrations are fake. So that's good. That's already out there. I even got a few people contacting me on Instagram and a couple other places we're at on too, talking about the same thing. We've been requesting you guys to buy the product and you refuse to. But not only that, the fact that we have purchased your product with no problem, and money was always returned back to our account. And people didn't realize how much money, it was a lot of money that was put back into our accounts that we ordered from them. So it just clearly shows they can't back to work. But like I said, you want to review our products, you buy directly from us. Now, if your intentions are to slander my company in any way, then we know you will not put your email address or real information in there in fear that we'll have your information. And if you do decide to buy the product and slander us anyway, then we will contact you. We'll find your YouTube channel. We'll contact YouTube's legal department. We'll address them the situation, and they have options. We also will hire an investigator to figure out your whereabouts, and we will serve you. So I'm not playing around with you guys. I'm dead serious. All that's done and over with. As I told you before, the new chapter in life, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. And we're going to be addressing things a little bit differently. It's interesting how things work out because I said before, my company is Christian based. For anyone who's going to sit there and say, oh, but you're a Christian, you're not supposed to do this. No, Christians are not meant to be walked over, stepped on. We're not. That doesn't work. I'm sorry. So again, when I pray and put things in my Lord and Savior's hands for things that I may need, they come to light. And sure enough, one did come to light. I would have never thought in a million years that I would just be on Facebook searching for stuff, and boom, someone's address would have popped up. Full address of everything on it, everything we needed to address the situation to get it taken care of. But that's how God works in mysterious ways. All right. Let's go over here. Let's set up my equipment. I love this right here. Best unit ever. I had to figure out where the heck we're going to plug this monster in. Okay, but guess we'll put it in here. Too much power, to tell you the truth. Now, I got plans as a test because this room runs the most equipment besides the downstairs unit, which we're getting ready because the downstairs table is clean. There's nothing on it. We're setting up all new projectors down there. These are not going to be brand new. These are all old projectors we're going to be using, Christie's and older projectors. But we're putting a whole new projector display set up down there. So the whole table's been cleaned off, taking off the cover, redoing the whole thing. Everything's going to be redone. I told you about this whole nuclear reactor setup I want to put down there. Yeah. So we're going to turn the basement into this little light up, crazy, carnival, insane looking displays down there. We're going to have all kinds of interactive lights. We're going to react off the screens and speakers and all that stuff. That's what we're going to, I got to order my floor. Yeah, we gotta do the floor. I gotta order this for the floor. I'm gonna get tired of it at 34. It's driving nuts. So I gotta order that when I get off of here. So we can get the floor done. Okay, now we got this set up. We got 3D mapping equipment already installed. Everything's good to go. So yeah, we're gonna be running a lot of stuff. This entire room is gonna be running off solar power because I get so much light that pushes through my window. All I gotta do is come over here and drop a solar panel from back here to the back. That's it. My room is fully charged. Anything in here can run solar with no problem because the sun hits the side of the house like crazy. That's one of the things I love about this place. We know exactly where the sun is always going to hit, and it always hits the side of this house. So I'm going to drop panels here. And those panels, I love them because they're flexible. I don't have to worry about them getting wrecked or getting destroyed or any of that nonsense. And we just easily come in. Ooh, shoot at the size of that one. You just missed that on camera. That thing was big. That was big, big, big. Thank God it's not trashed yet. I don't want to bump into that one. Where's he going at? We can't see. You won't be able to see any of this out there because these are night vision cameras. They're picking up everything. Whoa. Now, I did spend money for 4K cameras. I don't play around when it comes to my cameras. That thing was huge. I wonder if it's going to go over to the wood pile and eat. Because we got food out there. Probably where it's going. Wow, that thing had its own zip code attached to it. That was big. This is why I don't want to shoot anything. I carry, when I'm outside, it depends on what I'm carrying. So when I'm outside, I usually carry, what do you call them? Non-lethal weapons. That's what I'm using when I'm outside. I'm armed because, like I said, I never know what's going to come around the corner. I don't see it coming. It's dark back there. So the only reason why the cameras are picking up. But we get some crazy stuff that'll walk right down your driveway. Literally walk down your driveway. You'll come up on the out of the backyard and you'll be staring at it face to face. Like right now, if I went outside to change out the hooks on the screens or did anything outside, I would have bumped into it. That thing was huge. It walked right across there, over there. Man, he was huge. Now, usually what we get over here is we get possum, raccoon, foxes, every so once in a while, and a blue freaky moon, maybe, just maybe, a wolf. Rare, extremely rare, but it does happen. I've heard people say you rarely, really rare happen. I've never seen one. I've been here for a while. I never seen one. Now I've seen foxes. I saw a pack of foxes. Foxes are interesting. One, they won't bother you. Two of them won't bother you. But you start reaching three or four of those bad boys in a pack, yeah, you got a problem at the end of the day. They will may try to try you at the end of the day. Most of the time, that's why when I go take my trash out, I got a bag full of bells. So I take my bells and I throw them out in the trash to discourage them to run. Because at the end of the day, I really don't want to shoot anything. You know what I mean? I'd rather have it run from me than have to put a bullet in it. So throw it out there. They run. It's good. It works. It's a good system. Been working for a while. So I never had any problem. Nothing has tried me yet. Raccoons, depends on what you're dealing with. Like in my house, you can't just open up the door and walk outside because you never know what's sitting on your front porch waiting for you. I've opened up the door and found a possum bigger than a small dog sitting on my porch just looking at me. I'm like, what the freak are you doing here? What are you freak are you doing here? Yeah, literally, you'll find that stuff all the time, right directly at your front door. We waiting for you. I don't fear the possums too much. I can deal with them. Anything I can deal with. The one thing I worry about the most is the skunks. Those are the ones you got to worry about because if they hit you, well, that's the whole day. So you're going to basically have a scent to you the whole freaking day. Everything in your house is going to have that scent. It's going to carry it with you. And if you've never been sprayed by a skunk, you don't know the pleasure of trying to get that scent out of your body. I used to hunt, so I know exactly at the end of the day, yeah, it's not a pretty experience. You don't get to ride in the cab if you get sprayed by one of them. They usually wrap you up in plastic and stick you in the back of the truck. They can get you home and wash you out. But yeah, I got sprayed by a skunk one time. It's not a pretty experience, but that thing was huge. When they wobble like that, they're big. So I don't know what that was. The tail was way too fat. So it could have been a skunk. It had a very wide tail, so it could have been a skunk. But yeah. That's why I said when I'm outside, I got two sets of weapons I carry. And I carry non-lethals when I'm outside because I don't want to harm it. I don't want to hurt it at all, period. I should just carry a starter pistol because no, that'd be stupid because then I might have something else. I don't have to deal with that on the difference. And I don't want to bring up the lay me down. So no, I'm going to leave those in the house. All right, let's get back over here. So what the heck is a lay me down? Yeah, if you only knew. I told you my father was military. So yeah, we got taught a whole lot of extra cool stuff. When most people out riding bikes and playing basketball, we got taught other stuff. So yeah. Not normal military. I'm talking about military. At the end of the day, if you were actually around my age or at the time when I was young, we had to go through the whole silver dollar treatment. You never seen a silver dollar where they make you tuck your bed in so tight that you can bounce a silver dollar off of it? The white glove treatment where they take the hand and they run around the baseboard, see if everything comes out nice and clean. I grew up that way. Learning how to hunt, fish, all that good stuff. I'm gonna leave the rest of the stuff alone, but yeah, that's my world. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's go over here and do a scan real quick. Even though the old man was a little bit crazy, I give it all to him because one for him, I wouldn't know what I know. All right, where do we need to go in here? Oh yeah, we gotta go in here and put that in here. I tell you, the Wi-Fi for this thing to hook up was freaking nightmare. But once you get it locked in, you're good. We're on where? Oh, forgot we gotta come through here. So, what's interesting about 3D mapping software, this particular one, the company doesn't exist anymore. So LifeForce, we found out that I actually found it through a customer who does 3D mapping. Also, that the company, I'm just looking on this camera for this giant animal I just saw walk past. This is the reason why out here, you don't have your pets outside because literally these things out here would try you. But anyway, I'm pretty sure some of you live in some pretty crazy, pretty neck of the woods. You probably got some other weird stuff out there. Well, good thing I don't got bobcats, so I'm good about that one because bobcat is something else I already deal with. But anyway, so most of the time when you're dealing with the 3D projection equipment, it can be very expensive if you're using this stuff. This one, I think, is the best one. It's a shame the company went under because, man, they had a really good idea. And basically, if you never use 3D mapping, this kind of teaches you a lot from the door. Also gives you a chance, it gives you a bit of an education if you're working with more professional versions of the technology. But they came up with a brilliant idea. So instead of you buying all this software, this monitor has issues. Doesn't want to stay on. It stays on once it's locked, but it has some issues. Instead of buying a lot of software, this unit allows you to turn any projector into 3D mapping. As you can see, that's the unit right there, in the camera. So what you're doing is you're scanning and you're painting in infrared. If I can get the monitor to play with me correctly, because right now the monitor is having an issue. She doesn't want to work. She wants to have an attitude. Come on, let's go. And no, I don't have names for my technology. I just put everything here without my technology. I give them the sheet. She doesn't want to work. She doesn't want to work. See all this stuff we have right here? We don't pay money for this stuff. We don't. These, I got this from a YouTuber who showed me how to go in and get, this has a i5, they think they both have i5 Pentium or processors in them to buy work computers. These work computers are actually literally little gaming machines. The only problem with them is they don't have, come on now, act right. Why you want to act right over there? Come on, we got things to do. Let's get this going. Let's get it cracking, Jackson. There we go. Fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me, fight me. For what? Now, which one is the mouse for this one? Because we're confused here. Oh, my fault. That's my bad. We got two of them running here. One for the game, well, both of these have gaming units on it. Let's come over here. And let's come out of this. We need that. That's my fault. Didn't activate because we have two gaming units here. That one's for gaming. This one's here for the mapping. Well, they both are for gaming. Oh, I forgot to run games over this. I forgot about that. And we're going to go into our software here, right there. Click on that. So instead of having this huge monitor to lug around, I just basically bought myself a nice 12-inch monitor and sealed it to the top of the base. And the computers are nice and small. They have plenty of power. I ran a couple of serious games off of them. Didn't have any problem with lag or none of that stuff whatsoever. The only thing these computers needed was a much better graphic card because the graphic cards that we're using were on board. So basically just drawing memory from the RAM, which is not good at the end of the day. If you're going to be running some hardcore gaming off of it, you can't do that. You have to have something that's completely dedicated. So they have a PCI Express 3.0, which is actually fantastic for what I need to run. So I think, if I can remember what we have in here, I think we have the GTX, no, we have the GTX, GeForce, GeForce. I think they're the 1050s or 1050s. 1050s in here. We have the 1050 low profile cards at around probably about, I think, 4 gigs a piece. That's what they're running right now. All right, want to click on here. Let's get this. That never worked for me. For some reason, I can never use their I can never use the application to go in and set up the page person. I couldn't do it. It wouldn't work for some reason. One of the glitches I was having a problem with. Now, what we need to find out here, if the camera's going to activate, because that's what's most important. What are we asking for updates? We're good on the updates. We don't need anything. And you click in here. Click in here. We need that camera to pop. Ooh, and we got it automatically from the door. Booyah! God is amazing. Well, a lot of people don't understand if you're using 3D mapping technology that the technology we're using here has to be to read white light. Makes it a lot easier. Let me see. We need to go in and we need to do a scan right now. Because in order for that machine over there to be allow me to paint on the wall over here, it has to be able to register and read white light, which the technology is displaying. Because if the image came up so dark, you would be to see that image being scanned right now. Virtually impossible. And this is why we put on our, oh, I forgot, did I put this on here? 3D mapping? It is 3D mapping compatible because it is. It's like Beetlejuice having a party. Take my name across the screen and Kenny. Are we done? Still processing information to the server. Boom. And we're done. So that's what the scan picked up. That's how high the white levels are coming off that technology. I told you the one thing about the tight technology is really, really, really bright. Let's go write my name in the wall. I'm gonna write my name in the wall. I got an update coming through. I don't know, man. The updates are kind of buggy, man. Let me see. I want a brush. Let me get a big brush. A big brush. My name, Kenny. I should put Game Bro on here. If I put Kenny on here. Well, it's the handing skill. Writing skills are getting better. I feel better to write on here is using the gamer mouse because they're more detailed, more precision. There we go. Can we get the whole Ken? Or we put Ken? Guess we'll put Ken in there. I'll take Ken. Oh, we can get Ken in there. All right, let's get a Y here. Y at the top. Y right here. Bring it down. A little crazy curve right here. Go all the way down. There we go. A little wider. There we go. Now the reason why I'm doing this one because usually if I show like a square or something on here, and people are like, nah, that's not coming from the 3D map, and this is just projecting a square and claiming to be 3D map. And I'm gonna write our name on the screen. So anywhere I write my name at with this infrared, my colors or whatever I want is gonna pop right in that section. Just widen this up a little bit. And show more pretty colors. There we go. I'll say how to do this. The caves or something. There we go. I like that design right there, Kenny. All right, so I'm gonna come out of that and I'm gonna put in create. It's gonna give me all my little infrared dots where they need to go. You guys can check it out right there because it's gonna appear right there on the wall. And we are going to go into done right here. I'm gonna pick me up. What am I gonna put up here? I want a different color up here. I'm gonna put something cool. Some psychedelic colors up there. Psychedelic. Psychedelic. Boom. I like that. It matches the game room perfectly. Come out here. Put in here. Publish. Yeah, that's going to look nice in the gaming room. I gotta put some lit. Oh, we're getting the lit lights coming today. What I'm talking about. So it's going to appear right there in a few minutes. Boom. There you go. 3D mapping. Boom, 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 boom. Pretty cool, ain't it? Yeah. So again, being this Titan technology we have here, this stuff is insane. Again, this has gamer embedded into it, has everything. Gamer, everything, the whole 9 yards, everything embedded into it. And that's what allows the screen to pull up these insane images. So for those of you in the art community who want to do something a little different with our technology, as in using it for whatever you want to use it for, keep in mind, like I said, this stuff works perfectly with 3D mapping. Now, unlike gray screens and white screens, one of the problems you're going to have is you can't see contrast and you can't see color off these screens. Again, these are old, outdated screens. White screen's been around since the silent era, and the gray screen went obsolete when the gunmetals came out, you know, like the black diamonds and that form of technology. I explained it to you before, why gray screens are considered to be the obsolete products. Or, well, not obsolete, let's say they're like the mid-level screens. No, I can't say mid-level either. They're lower than that because then you have the Darkstar 9, not Darkstar 9, you have the Gray Cinema 5D, and those particular screens would be mid. That wouldn't be mid either. Well, that came out nice, didn't it? I'd love to have that on a shirt. That is pretty cool. I don't even want to, we got plenty of wall. No, we use the whole wall. So wherever you project is what you can use. I'm going to have to get a short throw in here. I'm going to fill up the whole wall for painting on. I want to be to use the whole wall. But then again, this projector has a particular entrance lens on it, so we can use, when we get the Chrissy is going to give me a much more bigger because it has a different wider lens. But that looks gorgeous, doesn't it? Look at that. What I love about this, see the projector? Very little light comes from them because they're using that software. It shuts down the projector. Very little light comes from it. So you don't see this glare popping off. See, just like the lights out, same thing, lights off. Lights on because the technology allows you to use it in a fully lit environment. Yeah, pretty cool, ain't it? Oh, I gotta show this off on Instagram. They're gonna get a kick out of this. All right, hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Thank you for your time. Gotta go, and God bless.